Hi fans of high quality entertainment. Don't watch this, watch me. Focus on me. I thought I was actually going to do a video on what I've been watching on Netflix, Crave TV, and Prime Video. But I have, a pretty big list of things I've just watched recently or in the recent past on Netflix. So I thought maybe in the next video I'll talk about Crave TV and Prime Video together. So, and also I'd love to know what you are watching on Netflix. Of course, I'm in Canada, so I know Netflix Canada is different from everywhere else. But we still get a lot of good shows, and I'll talk about some of them. The one I am starting to watch now is on the country singer Garth Brooks, The Road I'm On. I'm not a country music fan. Of course I love some old country, but with all of the new country, when I'm at work, they play new country every Wednesday, or they used to. And I don't like new country. So once in a blue moon, they would put on a Garth Brooks song, and I would say to myself, oh my God, I actually like this song. This guy had talent. He had a bit of originality in him. And, the guy, even if you don't like his type of music, you have to admit the guy has talent. And so I've just started to watch The Road I'm On, and it is really interesting. And I've watched maybe half an hour of it. And it talks about his past and his family and how he, the struggles and everything. So I think it's going to be a very good series. So I would recommend that. I love documentaries. It doesn't even have to be on something I'm interested in. I'll skip ahead here to The Last Dance. It's a documentary on basketball. I'm not a basketball fan. Like I can watch it and whatever, but I'm not that interested in it. My youngest son Michael is a big basketball fan. He's a fan of the Toronto Raptors, and I believe he mentioned it to me. He was watching that, and so I started to watch it. It's a documentary on the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan and the whole team, and it is, I would have to say, it might be the best documentary I've ever seen. I was really impressed with it, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching how amazing Michael Jordan was. He was definitely, to me, the best basketball player of all time. But it's a really, really good series. Tiger King, of course, most people have heard of. It's pretty popular. I enjoyed it, but at the same time, it's a very depressing series, because most of the people, they don't care. The thing they care about the least is the animals, except for the one woman who had her arm bitten off. She was good, but I would say most of the other characters in the documentary, they're all pretty fishy, especially the main guy, and then the woman, I forget her name, that he was against, and there's rumors that she killed her first husband. And I wouldn't doubt it. But Comedians in Cars with Jerry Seinfeld. He interviews different comedians. I enjoy some of them, like Martin Short. I think Mel Brooks was in one. It's just that quite a few of the comedians that he interviews, I don't even know them. But the ones I know, I've watched those, and I enjoy that series, and the different cars he shows and everything. Trump, An American Dream. Now, I don't talk about politics on this channel, but I'll just say that I enjoyed the series. That's all I'll say. The Office. This is going back, 3 or 4 years, but when it was on regular TV, I never watched it. Had no interest in most comedy series. But when I got Netflix, one day I thought, see what this is about. And I became a fan of The Office, although I stopped watching after Steve Carell left, although some people say it was still pretty good. But yeah, I love The Office. I actually watched the first few seasons twice, and Molly loves it too. And the last series that I completed just a couple days ago is Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich. Of course, he's the, I don't even want to talk about it, but he's a creep, let's just say that. But it's so widespread, they focus on him, but there's, Prince Andrew. I don't know if you've seen the interview that he did recently, but I don't think he's too innocent, and I don't know about Clinton. He might be innocent, I don't know, but he's been, he used to visit him. Then it's just so widespread, Hollywood, and it's worldwide, but of course, it's just an interesting documentary, but it's kind of sad too. It does end on a bit of a positive note, and the one woman who's an artist is an amazing artist. I really enjoyed seeing her artwork. Okay, Jim Carrey, The Great Beyond. It's also called Jim and Andy. It's about Andy Kaufman and how when he was doing the movie, I forget the name of it at the moment, but when he was doing the movie, it was like Andy Kaufman somehow influenced him in doing the acting of Andy Kaufman. And I know some people are going to think Jim Carrey is just weird and all that, but I respect whatever people think, and you never know in this world. Clive Davis, The Soundtrack of Our Lives, a documentary on the record label president. I think it was Columbia. That was interesting. I enjoyed that. Breaking Bad, the series that I'm sure most of you have heard of. And the thing is, I know some people, they'll watch the first show and they'll give up on it. They don't find it that interesting. I didn't find the very first show that interesting, but I kept watching. And believe me, I'm not one for watching these kind of shows, but I was hooked and I watched the whole series. So I highly recommend giving Breaking Bad a chance. I'm talking to Molly right now. Once again, as I said, I love almost any documentary, especially music documentary, even if it's on jazz or whatever. And I think I'm almost done watching Miles Davis, The Birth of Cool, and Chasing Train, about John Coltrane. The movie, The Irishman. I know some people thought it was slow and, of course, not as good as Goodfellas, but I totally enjoyed it. And I might watch it again, actually. Yeah, I just really enjoyed it. Once again, another documentary on a jazzy kind of guy, producer for Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones, about his life. It's very interesting. Yeah. I forget if did he play baseball? Aaron Hernandez, or was he football? I forget. But anyway, it's called The Mind of Aaron Hernandez. And I was kind of shocked. I'd forgotten what actually happened. So it's a documentary on, I don't want to give too much away, but check it out. It's an interesting documentary. Oh, Inside the Mind of Aaron Hernandez. That's what it's called. And this one I haven't checked out yet. It's pretty recent. And I guess I've read that it's had bad reviews. But when I read on, Facebook or whatever, I see a lot of people saying, oh, it's hilarious. But I think it depends on what kind of humor, what kind of comedy you like. Believe it or not, there's a person or two out there that don't like my style of comedy. Just joking. Yeah, it's called Space Force with Steve Carell. I am going to watch it at some point, even if everybody says, oh, it sucks. I'm going to give it a chance. But if you have seen it, let me know in the comment section below what you think of it. And that's it. That was scary. The paper attacked me. You saw that. That's my kind of humor. So yeah, thank you for watching, and in a while I will talk about what I watch on Prime Video and Crave TV. I lost my mind there for a second. I just went blank. It was weird. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.